Chapman, what's going on?
Well, what's going on is I just had tennis canceled. It was beautiful for quite a few days, and an hour before I'm supposed to play outdoors, it rained.
It rained on you. Man, oh, man. Well, you better tell the rain gods they better go away and come back some other day, man.
I don't know how they didn't get the message.
Totally. Well, it's certainly not raining on the market.
No. So this is really interesting because for quite a few months, I've been talking about this rolling upside correction. Really, it's a form of digestion after each sector had done really well. We often see how that sector takes a breather, and the bull market remains in place as long as there's another sector to take its place. And that's kind of what we've seen since the summer of 2010. I don't know if you remember, that's when we had gone long March the 6th with the diamonds of 2009. That was Friday. On the Monday, the S&P made its low. We held those diamonds for about 18 months or so. So one of the things I always look for is what happens when one comes off a serious low, when the market comes off a serious low. Very often there's this kind of H pattern with a retest, and how the retest works is very important. But if you remember that, we did not get a retest. We just kept going. And what I had said was in the summer of 2010 that I had noticed through the summer that there was this rolling correction and that the market never pulled back, because as sectors that had done well pulled back, others just took it. It's like fund managers were just looking for laggards, and they kept buying the laggards. And that's really, and we've seen that kind of rotation, even with our 39% decline that we saw last March, going to the March low of last year. We still saw some of that. So what I'm looking at here is if I can show you the Dow, which we're actually still long from the low of March of this past year, starting off with options. Then we went the very next week, first week of April of 2020, we went to the diamonds, and we've still got those diamonds. We've taken a little bit off, still kept core position. So this is very interesting. Look, the Dow, the high was 35,091. And interestingly is that the futures made an exact 35,000 high. I mean, those round numbers are amazing. We saw that with Amazon. We've seen that with a lot of stocks that have made round number highs. Anyway, what we're looking at here is the low that was made at 33,271 3 days ago. We've seen today was really important to get this follow through. If we kind of stalled here, I'd say, gee, that got to be careful. But a follow through in the Dow is up 135. That's 0.4%. But look at this. The S&P actually followed through even stronger. It's up 0.65%. It's up 27 at 4252. So what I was saying about this rotation, you saw the Dow, how deep that correction was. Look, you've got the S&P within an eye blink of the 4257.60 high of last week. You've got the QQQ, as you mentioned, the QQQs, the NDX 100 trading vehicle. As we speak, it's at an all-time high in the daily chart. Of course, that means weekly and monthly chart as well. And the IWM, in terms of this rotation, there's a Chapman wave pattern called this is a declining cone formation, and the resistance is at the resistance. The all-time high was 235. Let me just double check. It was 234.53 back in March of 2015. It's gone sideways ever since. It's still acting pretty well, but it's gone sideways. And you can see, so we've got the Dow lagging, the IWM lagging, the S&P fractions within fractions of an all-time high, and the QQQ NDX 100 trading vehicle at all-time highs. So I think that that's just telling us that fund managers are still buying. And actually, I showed this chart. Maybe I'll do this now because it is so interesting. I'll do it here because I just saw it a little while back. So let me show you this chart. I'll make this nice and big. This has got a black background. This line that you see right here, oops, here it comes there. This green line.
Okay.
This is when the 9-period exponential moving average crosses over the 14-period moving average. It's green when it crosses positive. It goes pink when it goes negative. So here's the Dow. It just went negative. Look at the S&P. It looked as if it was going to pull back sharply from early yesterday morning. Then, of course, we broke out. But look, this is green, the QQQ.
By the time you're off the air, the S&P is going to go up another 10 points, man.
Isn't that, but isn't that fascinating? I don't know what Powell said, but I don't think, I think the market is almost in its own trajectory right now. And that when we're looking at, I changed that. I should go back. Yeah, so let me show you this, which is also, I think, very interesting. If I can just move a little slow today. Okay, so within the context of the markets, so we have a couple of stocks that are doing really well right now. We just bought one today that I've been looking at for not years, but decades. And we finally got in this morning because it pulled back just enough that I could say, I like it very much. Let's go into it. And it's a high price. High price doesn't mean to say it's an expensive stock, because those are two different things. The price is the price, and the PE ratio is the PE ratio. This, I think, is a really good company. So we got in this morning, and it's trading up about 7 or 8 points. I like that. So this is a very select time, I think. If you're in the right sector, you have no idea what people are talking about when they're saying, oh, this market's going to go down really sharply. And if you're in the right sector, you just have to keep following. So we've got 17 positions. One is a little insurance we took on the short side. I might just get out of that because I think that's going to be wrong. So I don't want to mess around. We did it yesterday. I want to get out of it. And mostly we're in long positions, and I kind of like the mix. The only thing I am a little concerned about is that, and this is your expertise, and I have to congratulate you, 1,000 editions of your gold report. Fabulous.
Thanks, Basil. Appreciate it.
Made a lot of money for people. So I'm just watching gold in the GDX. It's kind of holding at support here. It needs to go a little higher, but I think that dollar has a little more to go to the upside. So we're going to be watching this closely.
Folks, come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to go right into newsletters. You see the opening call. You just press that subscribe button. Basil, you have a great one, safe one. We look forward to the show tomorrow.
Thank you very much, John.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.